Hi, my name is Gregory Alexander, bassist for MEDITATOR, and this is our Tech Tuesday. And I'm going to be explaining to you why I tune the way I do. So everything is tuned to fourths, and this is tuned to B flat since most of our songs are in B flat. So we have B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, and B, or if you want to call that C flat. So I'm gonna try to explain why I do this a little bit. So it's the right time. I started playing bass about 4 or 5 years ago, seriously, and I was playing Motown and Metallica mostly. And obviously that's in standard tuning. And eventually I joined a metalcore band, since broken up, called Desperate Measures. And everything that they were playing was in B, but I didn't have a 5-string, I had a 4-string at the time, so I just got larger strings. I got a 5-string set and took out the top string. And it never occurred to me that it was standard practice that in metal you put it in the drop tuning, you basically match the tuning of the guitar. I just put it to the lowest note, but standard, since that's what I was accustomed to playing. And when I found out that was the case, I didn't want to necessarily change because multiple reasons. I was playing multiple gigs of different genres, playing with country artists, pop artists, and I didn't want to have to constantly tune back and forth between gigs, so I wanted something that I could settle and work with. And I was also a little, well, I still am arrogant, but I was even more arrogant at the time. I thought tuning to drop was cheating. Don't necessarily think that way anymore, and sometimes you don't really have the choice, especially if you're playing something with a lot of hammer-ons and pull-offs. If you're playing something by Periphery or Era, you kind of have to tune to drop to kind of match that, and that's perfectly fine. But since I still play other genres with the same instrument, I tend to keep it this way, since kind of arbitrary, kind of just what I'm used to. But it is interesting when you're trying to learn new material for this band, because it'll make certain riffs easier, certain ones a lot more difficult, such as with a Fallen riff. Whereas that same riff, the guitarists kind of have to play it over here. So that particular riff would be easier for me than for the guitarist. That's an advantage for me. But other ones can be more difficult, since between if I'm playing something on the bottom string versus if I'm suddenly jumping to higher strings, my jumps will sometimes be wider, such as with this one. Versus if I was playing in drop tuning, I would move that. Yep, 2 frets over here, making that a little bit more ergonomic for me. And I've become accustomed, since I play in standard and practice a lot of modern metal songs by either Ocean's 8 Alaska or Air or something like that. I've become accustomed to doing little pieces of math. Everything is pretty much 2 frets over. And it's weird because if I'm playing something that's actually in standard tuning, I'm reading the tabs for that. Sometimes I'll accidentally move 2 frets over for that anyway. So yeah, that a little bit of an explanation of, apparently it's a weird tuning. I don't see it as a weird tuning, just a standard thing. But that's a bit of an in-depth look at it. Follow us on all our platforms. We have our current single choices out now. Bye!